completed till chapter 23, and from now we are resuming our classes. So today we will see chapter 24, which is reproduction. So we all must know, or we all know that reproduction is basically a process of reproducing one's own kind. Humans produce their own kind, and animals or any other organisms produce their own kind, and the continuance of the variety of organisms that inhabit the earth. So through reproduction, the continuation of the variety of organisms from one generation to another generation happens. So this process is what is called as reproduction. So reproduction is a characteristic feature of every living being. Every living being, they have this characteristic, okay, that is reproduction, and it has its own role to play in the body, okay, just like other biological process like respiration, circulation, digestion, nutrition, all this, like that reproduction has its own role in the body. So in this lesson we will learn about how new organisms they gain life, and how they grow, and how they become ready to give rise to another generation of similar individuals. And we also will learn the importance of reproductive health and hygiene, so to prevent the spread of sexually transmitted diseases. So it will make us to take correct choices at appropriate time. So what is reproduction? You must have heard from your parents what a joyful event when you are born, okay, and how your parents, your relatives and others were happy seeing you born, and how they were happy when you take first steps, when you took your first steps. So all this you can remember. So then from that time, when you grow up, you join school, okay, and you reached your teen age, so you can remember all this, right? See, these are the progression that happened from reproduction then till now in this stage, okay. So there are different types of reproduction. uh, the general definition of reproduction is basically, reproduction may be defined as the biological process by which organisms give rise to their own kind, So this is the definition you have to write if asked in examination. And reproduction may occur in two ways. First one is asexual reproduction, and second one is sexual reproduction. Organisms like bacteria and protozoa, their offspring is their children, their next generation, they may be produced by single individuals, okay. So that is what is called as asexual reproduction. And certain animals, and many plants, they produce asexually with just one organism, okay, single individual. So if two individuals are involved, okay, in the reproduction, then it is called as sexual reproduction, okay. So in the sexual reproduction, the gamete, the male gamete fuses with the female gamete to mark the beginning of a new individual, okay. So that is what is called as sexual reproduction, and this is the common mode of reproduction in plants and animals, in humans also. And first, now we will see about asexual reproduction. So reproduction by single individuals take place in many ways in lower organisms like bacteria and protozoa and some algae. So in plants also, asexual reproduction happens by vegetative propagation. We will see what is vegetative propagation. And in animals like sponges and hydra, reproduce both asexually and sexually, okay. So that you have to remember. So now we will see how the asexual reproduction happens in the lower organisms. So The asexual reproduction is of various types in the slower organisms. The first one is going to be binary fission. So binary fission is basically a cell is there and it divides, okay, it divides to give rise to two individuals, two new individuals, and it loses its own identity during binary fission, and it takes place in amoeba and bacteria. So here in this diagram you can see this is how the binary fission happens in amoeba. You have this A in the top, one amoeba is there, that's a parent cell, and it divides, the nucleus divides into two, and then budding happens. That is, sorry, not budding, binary fission happens. So it is divided into two new daughter cells, okay. So the parent cell loses its identity and it gives rise to two new daughter cells. So that's how binary fission happens. Second one is budding. So what is budding? In the mother cell, a bud like thing forms here. You can see a bud like here, okay. So it forms from the body of the mother cell and it remains attached to it. So the parental nucleus, the nucleus will be there in the parent cell, and it elongates and it divides into two, and one of it, after the division, one of it moves into the bud, okay. So then it is formed into a new cell, budding. So example, yeast. So in animals like sponges and hydra, which are multicellular, they are not single cellular, a bud arises from some part of the body, okay. A bud like thing arises from some part of the body and it enlarges, okay, it enlarges, and then what happens is that it detaches from the parent body. When does it detach? Once all the body parts have been formed, it detaches from the body. So this is how you can see it is budding in hydra. So a bud arises from some part of the body, then it grows completely and it gets detached, okay. Then spore formation. So in this method what happens is that the cytoplasm and nucleus of algae such as Chlamydomonas, they divide successively to form 4 to 8 spores, okay. They form 4 to 8 spores. Spores is like a spore, you know. Spores are also formed for reproduction in fungus, moss and fern. You can Google it what these are. You can see the diagram. We don't need to go detail into it. You just have to remember the names. So these spores are single cells which, while they get released from the parent, they develop into new individuals, okay. So they are in the parents, and once they are released from the parents, they can develop into new individuals. So in this diagram they have explained how the spore formation happens in Chlamydomonas. This is the first cell, and you can see in the second diagram the spore formation, like 4 spores, and once it gets released in the C diagram, you can see that spore get developed into a new Chlamydomonas. So that's how it happens, the spore formation, asexual reproduction. So inshallah we will see in the next class asexual reproduction in plants, okay. So in this class we saw about asexual reproduction in the lower organisms and we explained about reproduction. Please study well, and our exams are approaching, final exams in February. So I hope I'll inshallah complete the lessons and see you in the next class inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.